This is the Star News Brief. I'm Leah Ubaga. Deputy President William Ruto and ODM boss Raila Odinga on Tuesday appeared to be setting the stage for a grueling clash over the Building Bridges initiative. Raila, who spoke moments before the DP on Mashujaa Day, called on the president to blow the whistle for the next phase of BBI that he said was abruptly stopped by the devil from above, COVID-19. But Ruto took a swift swipe at Raila, calling for an all-inclusive conversation on the BBI report, which was born out of the handshake between Uhuru and Raila. Uhuru appeared to have a more conciliatory tone, echoing the sentiments of his deputy on the inclusivity of the process.
My friend, the former Prime Minister, has told us about the reggae, which is fine, but I guess we will have a robust national conversation that will bring everybody on board.
Get a copy of the Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. President Uhuru Kenyatta has warned that the country cannot afford to go into the 2022 general elections before radical constitutional changes are adopted. Uhuru identified 3 key issues which he said require a constitutional settlement to decisively address the zero-sum constitutional dispensation. The president said Kenya is now staring at a constitutional moment to entrench political inclusion, equity in the distribution of national resources, and cue electoral violence every election cycle. Uhuru said the zero-sum constitutional dispensation was never sold by the advent of the 2010 constitution, and time has come for bold decisions the way the country's founding father did.
I am only urging for a constitutional consensus that accommodates all communities in an election. Our political practice, unfortunately, has been such that resources and opportunity go to those occupying positions of authority. And that is why elections are so divisive and emotive. The third part of the national question speaks to the contestations and violence every electoral cycle.
President Uhuru Kenyatta on Tuesday turned a deaf ear on clamor from the allies of his deputy William Ruto and rolled out the Huduma number cards. Uhuru launched the cards during the 11th Mashujaa Day celebrations at Gusii Stadium in Kisii, ignoring the DP's men who have alleged a plot to rig the 2022 elections using Huduma number. They claimed the National Integrated Identity Management System was being managed by a firm retained through the National Intelligence Service to rig out the DP in the upcoming 2022 polls. Appearing to be answering the DP's lieutenants, Uhuru said that the Huduma number is an initiative that will ease the way Kenyans get government services. Some 722 buildings in the country have been marked as very dangerous by the National Construction Authority, meaning those living in them await disaster. From the assessed buildings, 10,791 were found to be very unsafe and either needed to be demolished or reinforced before occupation. Another 1,217 were found to be fair and only 2,194 certified safe. There are also thousands of unapproved buildings in Nairobi at risk of collapse, according to the data. The report recorded over 87 cases of collapsed buildings in the last 5 years. In one case last year, 7 pupils at Precious Talent Top School in Nairobi's Dagoretti area died when the building came down on September 23rd. A Nairobi MCA wants the state barred from carrying out evictions during rainy weather and weekends. Parkland's Ward Representative Jayendra Mald has drafted a bill that seeks to make it illegal to carry out evictions on weekends and during the rainy season. The Nairobi City County Evictions, Resettlement and Demolitions Control Bill 2020 also proposes that demolitions of unauthorized structures in the capital should be carried out within the regular working hours between Monday and Friday. It says demolitions may be done where the premises or land poses danger to a person or members of the public, such as garbage dumps, riverbanks, sidewalks, and parks. Another condition is if the land has been set aside for a public utility or a court order is issued for evictions or demolition. A lobby group wants the Msambweni by-election set for December 15th put off indefinitely because of the rising cases of COVID-19. Haki Africa has written to IBC Chairman Wafula Chebukati saying political activities are to blame for the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Msambweni by-election, seen as a political battle between Deputy President William Ruto and ODM Chief Raila Odinga, has seen political bigwigs jet to the coast to drum up support for their candidates. At least 15 MPs, senators and a governor accompanied ODM candidate Omar Boga to the IBC offices for clearance before holding a rally at Sawasawa grounds where thousands of supporters, the majority without face masks, turned up. During independent candidate Faisal Badar's clearance, at least 10 MPs and other politicians accompanied him before also holding a rally at the same ground. Get a copy of The Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#.